3, 4. And in the end, we had student from 9. 10th, we can still, like, you know, 9th, you can imagine, in vacation, holding back 9th standard. During vacation. So, where were we last class?
Doing question.
You were doing questions? Tell me the page number. Chapter is complete, right?
Yes, sir.
Where were we? We did NCRT exercise or we were doing NCRT?
Completed till 28.
Page number
132.
1. We completed 20th, right? Okay. All right. So we have 21 to 37. Let's see how many we are able to do. So with this and the book exercise. So we have to start at 21st. Page number 132. Question number 21. So what is given? We have an electric iron of resistance 20 ohm and current of 5 ampere. Calculate the heat developed in 30 seconds. How to find this? So straightforward. H is equal to I square RT. This is a straightforward calculation. So let's do this. Anybody missed last vacation lecture? Raise your hand. No, but we made up for it. From the present here. All of you are present for the last lecture? Yes. Now I think now you're on par, almost everything except the solved examples. So if you have any difficulties, only fuse and all, not so. Okay, we'll discuss. So let any question come on that. R is 25 and 30. How much is this? 25 into 20. 15,000. So this is what it is. So you can write one more formula like power is W by T, right? So this also implies W is equal to power into time. Okay, so which is energy. Energy is power into time. This is one more formula. Okay, the electric motor takes 5 ampere from 220 volt line. So we have
22. 20 seconds.
20 seconds. We have what is given here? I equal to 5 ampere.
Reading the 20.
Huh?
Sir, we are reading a particular question.
Oh, what determines the rate at which energy is by the power? Right? What determines the rate at which energy is delivered via current? Power. This is 24. So what is power then? VI. Then we have an energy. So E is equal to V into I, and E is equal to P into T. This is 220 into 5. This is 1100 watt, and energy will be 1100. How much is the time? 2 hours. So you can write it as 1.1 kilowatt into 2 hours. This is 2.2 kilowatt hour. And this is commercial unit of energy, kilowatt hour. It is also called as 1 unit. 1 kilowatt hour. What is 1 kilowatt hour? It is unit of energy, not power. Whenever you have power multiplied by time, and power expressed in kilowatt and time in hour, this is equal to commercial unit of energy. It is not part of this question. I'm just telling you. Since we missed it. Okay, so it is also referred to as 1 unit. 1 unit of commercial unit of energy is equal to 1 kilowatt hour. And this is in joule, 1000 watt times 3600 seconds. So watt second. What is watt second? Watt second. SIM. Watt second is joules. Unit of energy. This becomes 3.6 into 10 raised to 6. So kilowatt hour commercial unit of energy is equivalent to 3.6 into 10 raised to 6 joules. Next. How is a voltmeter connected in circuit? 25. So question 25. What is given its diameter of the copper wire is 0.5. The resistivity given is what will be the length of this wire to make its resistance NO. Again, this is the first part. How much does the resistance change if the diameter is double? So the second part we'll see later. First, let us solve this. So what is the relation between all this? So R equal to A by 2, 0.25 meter. Okay. So We know this relation R is equal to. So area of cross section of wire can be pi r square, right? Wire cross section can be treated as circle. So you have to find L. So this means L is equal to. So it's really so when you solve it, the answer will come into meter. Okay, give me the answer. It's come to around 122.66 meter. Are you getting the same? So what is the second part of the question? The second part of the question is what happens to the resistance when the length is double? Since R is equal to rho L by A. So if L is doubled,
So what's the answer?
for this 122.66. How much you got?
So it's something 140 meters.
I just calculated. Have I used it right? Okay, let's do it again. So Google. Okay. What is the calculation? 10. 10 into 3.14 into 0.25 into 0.25 into 10 raised to
-6.
-6. So keep it. So what answer are you getting? Oh. It is not giving the answer. Is it 0? So 1.9625 into 10 raised to -6. Okay. So write it somewhere. Divide by. What do we have to do? 1.6. Okay, 1.6. This and write a factor 10 raised to -6. 8. So that will be 10 raised to 2. This into 10 raised to 2 is 122.656, which is 122.66. I know how to use the calculator. Okay, how much does the resistance change if the diameter is the length done it? What to do this? Okay. So length is not changed, just the diameter is doubled. So if the diameter is doubled, what happens?
The resistivity drops to half.
So this is the original resistance, half, or it increases pi r square, right? So what is r? 3 by 2. So we can say in terms of it is pi by 2 square. This will become 4. This is the actual resistance. Right? Now if we double it, yes, so it will become half.
So maybe it will drop to 1/4 because
Wait. 1/4. So it will be 1/4, right? Not half. So this is 2d whole square. Basically, what is it? 1/4 of 4 rho L. This is the new resistance. Because what is 4 rho L pi d square? That is the old resistance. So you can say the answer is it will be 10 by 4. 10 by 4, which is 5 by 2, 2.5. This answer. You can solve this logically. No need to do the whole calculation. What is given is only diameter is doubled. Nothing is spoken about the length. So we'll assume that length is same. Right? But generally these questions are tricky. They say if the wire is stretched to double its length, then the area becomes half. Okay? But here what it is saying, just the diameter is doubled. It is not saying the wire is folded onto itself. If the wire is folded onto itself, then you have to also consider length becoming half. You understand? So whenever there is a stretching or folding of the wire on top of itself, like see, The volume is fixed, composition is fixed. If I stretch the length to double, then area becomes half. Okay? And if the length of the wire is this much, right? When it is folded onto itself, length becomes half, area becomes double. Okay? So these things, you got to be careful. So we'll see if any question comes like that. Okay. We have done one question during the example. लेकिन इस question में ऐसा question नहीं है. Very clearly it only talks about the diameter is doubled. Okay. Next. So plot a graph between V and I and calculate the resistance of that resistor. So how will you plot a graph? Can you plot a graph? What scale will you choose? One, three, four. This is I. I is given in and here. That's very. One, two. So what we can take 5, 10. Okay. 12.5. Okay, we can plot the graph. So what is the graph here? So there will be 1.6 somewhere here. है ना? आपसे थोड़ा ज़्यादा होगा ना? And current is 0.5. It will be somewhere here. And then gold is 3.4. Scale सही है क्या? कितना लेगा? Shall we take 10, 20?
Sir, we will
क्या scale लेंगे? हाँ?
1 centimeter ले लो. 1 centimeter 1 centimeter.
अरे तो 13 आ जाएगा यार, बहुत ज़्यादा आ जाएगा. 1 सेंटीमीटर में तो ग्राफ बहुत बड़ा हो जाएगा. 2 लेके चलते हैं चलो. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and 14. चलो इसको ले लें. This is still manageable. Okay. So now what is? So gold is 1.6. ये चलो ये यहीं पे है 1.6. बीच में 1 आएगा, यहाँ पे नहीं आएगा. This is 0.5. फिर ये 0.5. फिर सेकेंड वाला क्या है?
3.4.
This is IV graph, right? So you have to plot I on the.
X-axis.
Are you sure? Okay, X, Y, ठीक है. अब V को यहाँ पे लिखें. It doesn't really matter. इसको कहीं पे भी करो. खाली अगर यहाँ I और यहाँ V होगा तो स्लोप का रेसिप्रोकल होगा रेजिस्टेंस. ठीक है? यहाँ पे स्लोप भी रेजिस्टेंस हो जाएगा. ठीक है? Next, what is I? 1. 1 पे कितना है? 3.4. So this is 3.5. यहाँ पे होगा. ठीक है. Then you have 2 पे 6.7, 2, 6.5 and divide. तो ऐसे करके ग्राफ पेपर चाहिए तुमको बनाने के लिए ना. 7 हाँ होगा. This is the approximate graph, and then so on and so forth. You can then plot it, and you will find that the lines are straight. Okay. Now you have to find what? Plot a graph between V and I and calculate the resistance. So resistance of the resistor will तुमको क्या चाहिए? 2 point चाहिए. ये ले लो. So this will correspond to V2. This is V1. This will be I2. This is I1. So slope. V2 minus V1 divided by excuse me. What is I2? 2. I1 is 1.
1.
So against 2 you have 6.7. What is 3.4? So denominator में 1 आ गया तो whatever answer comes is how much is that? 3.3. Are the units volt and ampere? So this is 3.3. Okay.
I didn't get that question, the previous one. Like, why have you written 2 over there? Like,
What is area? Pi r square.
yes.
And what is r? Half
Oh,
of
okay, I got
diameter.
it. I got it.
जल्दी नहीं है ना?
हाँ सर, वो actually दिमाग में click नहीं करते.
मैं इसको एक स्टेप और लिखूँ. Pi r square. Okay, और ये 2 square 4 हो जाएगा. क्वेश्चन में रेडियस नहीं है मीटर दिया. Next question. What was this question number?
26.
26. Grade 27. I erased it. Is it okay?
Yes, yes.
You are supposed to erase that.
Mega ampere, 1 ampere is 1000 to 1.
Milli is 10 raised to minus 3. This is milli. Capital M is mega. Mega ampere. Are you insane? 1 ampere is enough to kill. Mega ampere. That's a lot of. When a 12-volt battery G is equal to 12 volt. Connected across another current of find the value of resistance of the resistor. Do I need to solve this? Huh? Who needs help here? How do we solve this? Ohm's law, right? So what is it? 12 divided by 2.5. So milliampere, right? Convert. 10 raised to minus 3 ampere. So what is it? This is 12 into 10. So whenever you have such thing, now उसमें से और एक zero इधर ले लो, you have 12 into 100 into square by 25. So straight away it will be 4 times. Completely different. So this is 4800 watts. Now you must do question 28. What is given in the question? You have 5 resistors. And this is given as 9 volt. So you are supposed to find what is the current passing through 1 ohm. Would the answer have been different if I asked what is the current passing through 0.2 ohm? It will be same series. Same current will flow through all the resistors. So how will you find current passing through 12 ohm? Correct. So RS, find RS. Just add how much it was? 0.5. 9. 9 plus 14. 14. Then 13.4. What is RS? 13.4. So then what is I? E by RS. Because to find the current in the circuit, you have to take the total resistance into account. And that is the current flowing through all the resistors. So 9 by 13.4. 90 by 13. Find out whatever it is. 45. 45 by 67 ampere. This is the answer.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 45 by 67. Leave it there, it's okay. And it will be same through all the rest. So 29. 29. Which question we did just now? We are yet to do human eye, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So entire vacation we did only one chapter.
We repeated light before. Light.
Light?
Light, it was light reflection and refraction was done previously, then we did
Electricity, yeah. We left human eye. So after this, what do you want me to cover? Human eye? Human eye.
Sir, we skipped one class as well of the vacations.
We missed one lecture because I had to go to take lecture at the other branch. So, okay, so we'll do that, no worries. Okay, 29. How many 176 ohm resistor? So how do we solve this?
So we find required resistance possibly.
You have to find number.
Of course, we find required resistance that multiply the amount of 26.
So what is given here is 176 ohm. We don't know how many. And what is the power supply? So the I given is I is equal to 5 ampere. Power supply is 220 volt. So whenever you have 220 volt, okay, you show the supply like this, not like a cell. Because now this is not a DC source, it's not a cell, it is a AC source, like in our home. So you don't have plus minus, it goes both ways. It is not a constant current. So it doesn't have polarity like this. So this is R1, R2, R3, Rn. So this is N. We don't know how many 176 in parallel will be required. Yes.
So why do they then have plus and minus connects?
This is alternating current. I gave you the graph. The direction is not fixed. Half time it is positive, half time negative. And it continues like that. AC का मैंने ग्राफ बताया था ना, कैसा होता है? देखो AC करंट में कैसा होता है? जो सेल से करंट आता है ना, it is steady current. Current versus time. So with time, the value of current does not change. This is DC. Direct current. डायरेक्ट करंट कहाँ से आता है? सेल से, फ्रॉम सेल. alternating current from AC source like our house, AC mains or AC generator. So there the current direction changes every alternators. It is positive, negative, like that. So the supply that we get at our house is 220 volt, 50 hertz. That means in a second, direction changes 100 times. 50 cycles are there. Each cycle is 2 changes. So 50 into 2. Direction changes 100 times in a second. Whereas DC will supply constant value of current. Like I said. Okay, so this is AC. You'll learn about AC if you pursue science in 12th standard. Alright. Now, so what is the parallel resistance for these all R1, R2, Rn is equal to Rn is equal to R, say. So what will be Rp? 1 divided by 1 by R plus 1 by R plus 1 by R n times. N times. This is n times. So this will become 1 by n by R. Correct? So this will get R by n. This is Rp. Parallel of n resistances of equal value is this. Okay? So therefore what is the formula? Therefore V is equal to IRP IR by N. We have to find how many resistors are required. So IR by V. We need reason. So I is given as 5. R is 176. V is 200. So figure out how much it is. 4. What's P? Or 40. That's a 22, 20, okay. This 4 I have 4. This is 0 I, but I don't know why.
So can we find out the resistance by Ohm's law, then can we figure out how many resistors are there?
We found the resistance by Ohm's law, right?
So like you use something like RE equivalent that you did something like the first equation. Instead of that, and we find the R by Ohm's law, and then we like figure out how many resistors are there.
You can do other ways, but you have to follow this relation. Only then you can calculate. Let's say you found resistance by Ohm's law. You can do that. Like here, what is Rp? Rp is equal to V by I. 220 divided by 5.
That
So
is
you can do that also. So which is how much?
44.
44. Then equate Rp with R by N
Like,
or divide by 176.
like I'm using some logic, like I'm doing it in my mind and I got like 176 plus 4 times that is 44. Like, can I directly write?
From Ohm's law, you get the equivalent resistance of parallel combination. So which is this? Equivalent should be 44. Only then you will get 5 ampere when 220 is applied. Okay. So this is the equivalent resistance. Now how much that equivalent resistance will be? Number. So divided by 1 resistance value. All the resistors are same only. Na? So N, how many resistance are there of 176 ohms? Right? This is 44 or 4? How much is this?
44.
So how to get? So then you have to use this. Because N resistance of equal value, the equivalent resistance is R by N. And you have to find N. So what is N? Therefore N is equal to R by RP से divide करना पड़ेगा उसको. Are you getting? What's the challenge? Like, is it sounding difficult or what is it? You have to tell me. Are you getting the answer? You're getting 4? You got 4 by your logic? That is fine. So, but this is lengthy but logical as per me. If it is difficult, I don't know what is difficult. Anybody finding it difficult? You can approach numerical by different methods. Everybody may have a different way to solve it. But as long as it is logical, it's fine. So I like it this way. Basically, have you understood the question, everybody? What is asked in the question? It says there is a parallel combination of 176 ohm resistors. We don't know how many. But after having that combination, the current measured is 5 ampere. Okay? So how many number of 176 are connected? So we know if it is a parallel combination, the equivalent resistance must be this. Right? So let us say there are n such resistors. So I have to add, and all resistors are of same value. So I will be 1 by R plus 1 by R. If there were only 2, it will be 2 by R. Right? But there are n. So it will be n by R. So 1 by n by R is R by R. So this is my equivalent resistance. Okay? So by Ohm's law, V must be equal to IR. The whole equivalent of this. But RP is R by N. What is RP? R by N. I have to find N. That's it. Okay? So pretty straightforward. Show how you would connect 3 resistors, each of resistance 6 ohm, so that the combination has a resistance of 9 ohm and 2 ohm. Shall we proceed? So you have 6 ohm, 6 ohm, 6 ohm resistor. This is question number 30. I want the final resistance to be 9 ohm, right? So I know that if I add them in series, so I will get total 18 ohm. If I add all of them in parallel, then I will get 6 by 3. R1 यहाँ आता है. तो 6 by 3 is 2. हमको 2 भी नहीं चाहिए. तो अपने को पैरेलल सीरीज का कॉम्बिनेशन करना होगा. ऐसे करना होगा. ठीक है. So this is 6 ohm. This is 6 ohm. This is 6. So what is the combination of these two? Whatever answer comes here, that will be in series with this. So if you have only two resistances in parallel, then you can have product by sum. You know, if you have only two resistors. R1, R2. What is RP? 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. This is equal to. We take the LCM and add. So this is R1 into R2. R1 plus R2. So when you have only two resistors in parallel, you can use this shortcut. Product by sum. तो यहाँ पे product by sum ले लो. तो ये कितना हो गया? 6 ohm plus 6 into 6 divided by 12. Ohm यहाँ पे ohm square हो गया. 1 ohm बढ़ गया. 6 by 2 हो गया. तो जब भी दो पैरेलल है तो उसका आंसर क्या आएगा? 3 6 ohm plus 9. This is the first option. ये में क्या चाहिए?
You can explain the product by sum.
ये है भाई. दो को तुमने किया तो क्या आता फाइनली? एलसीएम ऊपर जाएगा ना? Just away. So if you have only two resistors in the parallel combination, the equivalent parallel is product by sum. Most of the questions will have two, and then they are in series. So straight away in one step you can write. Everyone got it?
Yes.
Then second part you have 2 ohm. So obviously 6 by 3, all three parallel. So this has to be in parallel. क्योंकि सारे इक्वल रेजिस्टेंस को अगर हम पैरेलल में कर देंगे क्या आएगा? R by N. So how you would connect? मतलब ये ऐसे शो करके दिखाना है and you have to show the steps. So RP is equal to 1 divided by 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6. ये करने की भी जरूरत नहीं. तो this is 3. Then we take the LCM. 1 by 3 by 6. This is 6 by 3, which is equal to 2. So this is the shortcut for it now. Anything in parallel becomes R by N, anything in series becomes NR, if all the resistors are same value. Okay. Alright. Next is so maximum allowable current is 5 ampere. ये भी ऐसे ही है. ये सब NCERT के क्वेश्चंस हैं. जो एक्सरसाइज क्वेश्चंस है ना पीछे उसके क्वेश्चन. What is given? Sufficient time है ना हमारे पास. 2 minutes. Let's see if we complete it. So इसका भी ये देख लो यूज में. मतलब हर बल्ब का रेजिस्टेंस कितना आ गया? So resistance of each bulb. क्या क्या गिवन है? पावर और वोल्ट दिया ना, सो पावर वोल्ट और रेजिस्टेंस में क्या रिलेशन है? सिंस E is equal to V square by R, each bulb's resistance, ठीक है? So R is equal to V square by V square by P, ठीक है ना? तो V कितना है? 220, V है 10, by 10. So हर बल्ब का रेजिस्टेंस कितना आ गया? So the resistance of each bulb is equal to कितना हुआ ये? 22 to 44, 464.
कौन से पल ये कौन से पल पा रहे
नहीं रेजिस्टेंस हो सकता है ना, क्यों नहीं हो सकता? 4.64, 484, हाँ प्लस 484. क्या बोल रहे? ये कौन से बल्ब आ गए? कितना रेजिस्टेंस है? 4.8 किलो ओम, कोई बहुत ज्यादा नहीं है, ठीक है? तो अभी हर एक बल्ब का रेजिस्टेंस आ गया ना, तो ये कन्वर्ट हो गया ना पिछले वाले क्वेश्चन में. अभी बल्ब को रेजिस्टेंस के हिसाब से देख लो, नंबर निकल जाएगा. सेम थिंग क्या था? n is equal to now क्या था? ei by r, यही था ना? क्या था? e is equal to I r t r by n I r by n. n कितना है हमारा? I r by b, ये है 5 है. r कितना निकला हमारा? 40. b कितना है? 220. इसको तुम 220 into 22 रखो, ठीक है? खत्म. कितना हो गया? 1101. ठीक है? तो पावर दिया है, कुछ भी दिया है, उसका रेजिस्टेंस कन्वर्ट करके तुम पैरेलल में निकाल दो, ठीक है? we'll see many questions later. इसके स्टेप्स अगर नहीं समझ आया तो let's get in the next class.
It's